Can you please confirm? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So today I'm starting Java string. So Java string is a new concept in Java core. So this is the part of a string. So in this we have two sections. One is app1 and app2. So this string all will have app1 and app2. We will complete today itself. So this is related for a string. So before that we will go for this string. What is a string in Java? So a string is used for this mostly storing the text file. So we have a multiple text like hello is there. So hello is the combination or uh, collection of all the characters. So H is one characters, E is one characters, another characters L, L and O. So hello is the combination of all characters, so which will be used for to store as a text is called a string. So a string is a variable. A string variable contain a collection of characters that is called surrounded with double quote. So suppose if you have a collection of characters, means all the characters, either one or two or more than two, more than three or four and five, anything, but that will be surrounded in this double quote, that is called a string. So inside this hello is a string. Why? Because of double quote we have a collection of characters, means more than one characters is there. Not characters, anything if you are putting in this double quote, so that will be considered as a string. So this is the examples, like create a variables of type string and assign it value. So while we creating a string variables in Java, we have created a variables method and constructors and all, right? So we have a local variable, static variables and all. So while we are creating a variable, we have to put some integer I, int I, integer I something, right? So integer type. So here if you are creating a string, so you have to put a string. So S will be the capital here, a string, and the reference name, anything, either S or anything you can put, and then if you put it in double quote, that will be a string type. So if you try here for this program, so here hello will come. Why? Because of the main method we have created one string, and how we created a string, the reference name equal to hello. Now what we are doing in SOP, we are printing based on the reference. So greeting is the reference, through that we are printing. So if we'll run this, so greeting as a hello will come. So like that we have a multiple operations will be there. So if you want to find this length of a string, so we have a length method is there. So this is the length method. Suppose we don't know how many strings, how many number of characters is available inside the particular string. So see here they created one string as a text. This is the reference of txt. Inside we have number of characters which is available inside the double quote, means string is there. Now what will happen if I want to find the length, how many are there? So how you will find? So for that we have a length method is there. So system.out.println, this length of the text string we have put it in double quote. So this is the same as it is, it will be printed, and then plus and txt, this is the reference dot, we have a length method. So based on that length, compiler automatically will count all the length, how many are there. So if you see this, so total 26 is there. How? Because of length method it will be calculated. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 22 23 24 25 26, total 26 is there. So directly we can calculate by using any length method in a string. So more string methods are there. There are multiple methods which is available in a string. So see, if you will consider all this, so we have a multiple method inside this string. So one is the two uppers. So suppose if you want to uh, add, or if you want to print all those characters should be uppercase, means all the caps letters, so it will become two uppercase will the method. Two lower means all this lowercase will be shown like this. See, we have a text as a hello world, so a string type is there because we declare a string txt, and in double quote we have a hello world. Now what we are trying, this txt as a reference, txt dot to uppercase means this will be printed, hello world will be printed as a capital letter, to lower means it will be printed as a lower letter. So depends on the requirement, we are using a string, and we in a string we have a multiples methods are there, so we can use that method, and through that we can count this as string value, we can put it as a lower and uppers or many things. So if you want to iterate that, so we have a finding the characters, like particular characters is available in this string or not. So suppose if I want to check w is available inside this string or not, so how you will find? So we need to find the character in a string, because this is a string, there we have to find the characters. So either we have a index is there, index of, and this particular locations we have to find. So index of is a method which return the position. So like from which positions for this first occurrence specify this text in a string including white space also. So that will be find the position, finding a characters in the particular string. So we have a index method, index of method is there. So that index of method will find the position, and even that include the white space also. Suppose if you have white space, that also will be countable. So see this example, we have a text is there, and this text we have a string is there because in double quote. So these all are the string, whatever inside that, there are special characters, comma, space, and all those things are part of a string inside the double quote. So if you want use index of, so this text as a reference, so txt dot index of and locate. So in double quote we put it as a locate. So locate where it is coming from, which, so output is 7 here. How? Because this is 1 2 3. If you print here, this is the 7 of,
Character you have to count. Character.
yes,
You are
sorry.
counting about.
Yes. So in this characters we have to count. So locate how many are there? Z 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this is will be the sevens will be put it here. So like that we have a multiples methods are there inside that. We have a others. If you go for this next one, so we have a multiples methods are there, like concatenation is there. Suppose we have a multiple string as there, like first name and last name is there, and if I want to add both a string, so we have concatenate is there. So concatenation is a operators, by using plus symbol operator we can use this two string combinations. So if you want the both will be John and DOE will be printed here in this case. So this is the concatenation operator, the plus symbols we can use. Like that we have others also. This is a Java numbers and string. So in this string, either if I told double quote, if you put it any characters or number of characters, that will be considered as a string. But here we can put in double quote either any numeric or any special characters also, that will be considered as a string, because you put it as a string declaration, string, a string, and any reference or in double quote whatever you will put, that will be countable as a string. So we have a multiples methods will be there, Java special characters and all. So we will cover all those things in this our practice examples. So here we will start this string. So in this string we have a class. So a public class is there. This is a public class A. Here we have a main method. Inside this main method we have a string. So how we have a string? Because we declare a string s1. So s1 is the reference, and a string we are declaring as a local variable, because inside this main method, so this is the local variable, and variable type is a string type. So we have to declare double quote, inside that we have to put some anything, either characters or any numeric or alphanumeric anything. So this is a string s1 is there. Now I want to print s1. So the output will be abc, because a string value will be printed. In this case we have a public class B, so main method, and this is a string s1 is a hello. So this is first string, and now I am printing this SOP of S1. So S1 hello will be printed. Now I am checking the length of S1 dot length. So it will be calculated how many length is there, 1 2 3 4 5. So this 5 will be, length is a method we saw on you, right? So that will be count how many lengths are there, characters lengths inside this string. So 1 2 3 4 5. So this will be print 5. And inside this is a method, main method, where we have a string, but inside this string we have a multiple space is there, white space. Starting also white space is there, in mid also white space, and out after that xyz also some white space is there. So if you are putting s1 dot length, so white space also will be countable. So if you run this program here, because today my compiler having some issues, not able to run after adding package also. So we will show you this online compiler here. So we have a Java online compiler, anyone we can take. So this is, if we put it here, if you execute this one, so here see, so this is 9 is the output. How? Because of 1 2 3 4. What is this? Cursor is also not working properly. So see here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we have a 3 spaces are there, white space, and 6 characters are there. So total length of this s1 string as a 9th here. So like that we can have a length method, through that we can count this number of characters. So if you have using the length of method, so in this length method we will count to the special characters also, white space characters also, white space characters, anything will be there, so that will be countable. So inside this main method we have a string s1 and a string s2 is there. Now we have a equals method. So in a string, if you will here, if you will go here, we have some equals method also will be there. In this w3 we have some equals method also will be there. Just you open this, any of the tutorials, there you can see equals method will be there. So equals method, what will we have, dot equals is there, this is dot equals method. So inside this dot equals method we are passing some others string and comparing with this first string. So s1 is a abc, so s1 dot equals, inside this method we are putting s2, we are putting here others string and we are comparing. So dot will check the content, so dot equal method will check the content, whatever the content is available for s1. So what is the content of s1? abc. And what is the content of s2? abc is there. So dot equals method will compare, if both is fine, same, if same then it will be true, if not then it should be false will be printed in this case. So dot equals, we have a method in a string to check this both a string value is same or not. So see, this both are fine, so true will be the output here. Why? Because of abc and abc. If you put here as a d, so both are not equal, so in that cases dot equals will send a false. So you need to remind all this string method when to use dot equals in our project. Like we need to compare with this, whatever the customer entered a password, and whatever the database stored password is same or not. So in that cases mostly we will try or validate the password. So there also we can use, or manywhere in the real scenarios in project we can compare both two strings, either the coming from this client side and which I have in our service file. So we need to compare. In that cases mostly you will see dot equals will be there. Many where we have double equals and dot equals and all. So we need to check when to use dot equals method. And here we have a main method. Inside this main method, a string s1. xyz, string s2, xyz is there. Now we are checking hash code. So hash code is a method also. See here, hash code. So Java len string hash code is one method is there. So return hash code for this string hash code string object. It is computed as a, so using arithmetical characters. This, so in this hash code in Java we have one hash code method is there. So if you want, you can see in what is hash code here. See, Java hash code is a method, is a Java integer class method which return the hash code of the given input. There is two different type of Java hash code method which can be differentiate depends on the parameters. One is Java integer hash code and Java integer hash code int value. So this is there. So right now we are checking hash code method. So this hash code method, this one, first one. So this hash code method is a method of the Java integer class which determine hash code given integer and it override hash code in the class object. By default hash code return random integer. So any random integer will be created and that is unique for each instance. So this is the hash code. So suppose here if I am using s1 is the integer, sorry, s1 is the string type xyz. So xyz, this hash code will be generated for this. Some unique ID will be created for this s1 xyz hash code, some hashing technique. So through that they will create one unique ID and we have s2. So for s2 also we will have some unique ID will be generated and we need to check either s1 and s2 both having same thing, same unique ID or different is generating. So if you see here in this case, so we have online compiler here. If you open here and run this program, so see here we have a both are same hash code is generating. Why? Because of s1 value is xyz and s2 value is xyz. So in that technique hash code will be generated. Hash code means some unique ID will be generated for this s1 and s2. So both are same. Why? Because of value is same here. So if you change here, in that case both will have a different hash code. See, and any random integer value will be created for s1, any random integer, but that will be unique. So if you again try it with this, so that will be unique. There's no duplicate for this also will be unique once it created. Some random integer type of value will be created. So this is called hash code. What is hash code in Java?
So
So in
this
this,
one you in real time has
yeah,
code.
yeah, yes, mostly we are using in real time also. Everywhere we are using hash code in real time. If you open here any project, everywhere we are using hash code. If you see any of the project anywhere, so there we are using hash code.
So when we use that in password time or username.
Depends on the requirement where we can use and see, I'll show you that also. So if you search here, not any of the order microservices there in this SARS. This is my project which is based on this e-commerce based application. So if you have, this is the package. Inside this package we have order service. Inside that we have a multiple sub packages are there. So if you open service, so this service is there. So this service class we have a implementation class. So if you open any of the implementation class here, there inside this. So if you have a like a similar type of orders are there, or in password also we can check the input parameter which is coming from the client and both are same or not. So in that cases also we can use the hash code.
Okay.
So we will show you that one. And hash code represent numeric memory address. So better you can download any project because we have multiples are there right now, but and we can see there many advertising is coming. Java guide, GitHub. If you open here, so we have a backend application inside. If we will search, somewhere is there, but unable to search here.
Okay, no problem.
So like that, we will check hash code represent a numeric memory address. So we will see in this once we will go for the project like where we are using. Now we have a public static void main. Inside this we have a string s1, and this s1 has printed as a abc because a string type is there. Now what we are doing here, we are concatenating. So how we are concatenating? By using plus operators. So we have a plus operator, so s1 equal to, so s1 is abc is there. So what we are doing, s1 equal to s1, so abc plus xyz. Xyz is a new string which is double quote inside that. So this s1 plus xyz, and what will be the current latest s1 value. So s1 is also integer type, so here integer type value will be printed abc xyz. If you see here, and if you run this program, so one is a abc, one is the abc and abc xyz, because we have a two sops there. So that's why we have. So by using concatenate we can add two string. So suppose you have some requirement will come where we can add this two string, then by using plus symbols we can add. Now we have a main method, so inside this main method s1 is there, so this will be there, and s again we are assigning in inside this s1 plus null. So in this case what will be the value? So null is a keyword in java. So once you run this program, what will be the value here? Null is keyword in java. So but
ABC
here,
only.
yeah, no, so for here what will happen, so inside that after plus operator, so whatever the null if you are adding, the compiler will behave like this is also as a string. So if you have not put it that,
Mm.
so that will be behave like a string here, so that will be added. So s1 plus, so by using plus symbol if you are putting here ab123 something, that also will be added inside this. Sorry, no, in this null will be added only if you put it here 1 2 null using a string. So after this string we have a plus operator. So by using concatenation, if you are adding anything, same as it is will be printed, either null or any numeric data or any characters also. Same as it is, it will be printed. So this is the string behavior. So what is this variable AA class G1 error is there, the symbol. If we are putting here AA, okay, so only here after the concatenation it will be allowed for null. Null is a keyword, and if any numeric data will be there, that will be print same as it is. This is not a string. This is 1222 is not a string, but after this s1 concatenate this value. But if you are putting here, that will it won't be allowed. It will be thrown an error because this is characters. So compiler will know like this is a character. So inside this string we can't add this. Either we have to put in this double quote, that will be applicable then. We will see here in this G, and then we have H class. So inside this C, okay, this is the null. So what will be the length value of null? What is null in a string? First we have to check what is null in a string. Null is a reserved keyword. So in a string, null is a reserved keyword in Java that signified the absence of any value. It means we don't know any values, means absence of any value. In that cases null will be assigned. So assign null value is an object reference, implies that it is does not refer any object or value of memory. So in that cases null will be initialized. So if you see what will be the value of null here, so by using length method we are finding the null value. So in that cases we have error, null pointer exception. Why? Because of null is not a value. We have already seen here null is not it is a reserved keyword that is signified this absence of any value. If you don't know or if you have any absence of that, in that cases null will define. So for that we can't add this length of null. So for this cases, if you are trying to search s1 dot length, so s1 is a null, null is a keyword. So in that cases null pointer exception will come. So now here we have a s1 as a null. Now what we are doing, we are concatenating. So s1 s1, so null plus, then again we are putting null plus s1. So what will be the value here? Can you let?
So this will be giving error because the null is there, right?
Yeah, null is there, but in this case, we'll show
S1
you.
equal to null. So
We
three
have a
times
s1. S1 is a null, then null plus again null.
null. Yeah, three times null.
So what will be the value of here? 12 will be there. Why?
Yeah, 444.
Yeah, 444. So in that cases, this will be like, see, after this plus what we seen before this. So in this before,
So it's not printed, right? It's not printing null. Null is giving the value, like counting.
yes, yes. So here we have only s1. So s1 as a null assign. Null means nothing, no value is there. So null is a keyword in this. And now what we are doing, so this value as a 0, so that is null pointer exception here. But in this case what is happening, s1 is a null. So null plus null as a s1 is there. So in that cases this s1 dot
We are
length will be
taking,
countable for that. Understand?
and we are measuring that, so it's coming to our side.
Yes. So here we are putting s1 as a string reference and null is a keyword, and in this case we have a null plus null plus null. So s1, this is s1 type, so that will be added. So this added means null 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 is there. So for that length we can count from 1 2 3 4, then 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So total 12 will be there. Now here again we have s1 equal to null is there. Now what will be the output here in this case?
Oh.
No, we seen here already, right?
Hmm.
What is the difference with all? What is the difference with all? H we have just a null is there. So this is keyword. This is not a double quote here. Here nothing as double quote. This is a
Error
null
will come,
keyword.
right?
Yeah, so in this null pointer exception will be there. Already we seen. And here we have a s1 as a null is there. So that is assigned as a some string value. So this string value s1, then null, then s1 value in this case. And for this one j, we have a double quote. So in this double quote, if you run this program, so double quote, before we seen null pointer exception, but here it won't be null pointer exception because it's a double quote. So we are putting this value. So this is not a null, right? This is a string. Just we put it null here, but in double quote is a string.
Hmm.
Anything we can put here,
Yeah.
right? But that was not a string. This was not a string. This was a null keyword here in this class H. This was a null keyword, and here it will behave by using plus operators. So s1 look like a string type is there. So this is a string type here, and this is null. It is after plus symbol, same as it is, it will be printed null, and this also behave like a null. Is a string. Now here we will see s1 as a null. So this is double quote means this null will be printed, and this s2 is a null means without double quote means this is a null as a keyword, right? And
Hmm.
now here what we are doing, s3 is a s1 plus null means s1 is a null string and plus null same as it is will be printed after plus operand. Whatever is there same as it is will be printed, means null plus null. And s4 is s2, so s2 is a null. So this is a keyword and plus null. So after plus operand, the same it will be printed. So if you see this output, you will be clear for all the concept related for null. So what will be the output here? Sorry,
So
we are
first
checking
S1 will
s3.
be
Yeah, s3 dot equals we are checking. So s3 whatever the value will come, and s4 is same or not.
hmm. S4, I don't think S4 will print because null is there and null is there. Like null is not a string for S2.
Hmm. So what will be the output, either true or false?
False.
Here true. Why?
Because S2 is null, so this is
S1 is
not a
null.
string.
S1 is a null is
Hmm.
a string because anything will be there. So S1 is a string, right? S2 is a null
Yes,
keyword,
yes.
right? And
Hmm.
S3 is a S1 plus null. So S1 is a null, a string, null plus null means null null. Same is there here in S3, null and null. Two time, right? Now here what is there? S2. So S2 is a null, just a keyword is there, right? Null. So same as it is will be printed here, null. And
But
again
this
we
is
have,
null, it's not a string, right? This
nah, this is not
S2,
a string, this is a keyword.
yeah, so that will be error will come. Null.
No, not error will come because of if you are not printing s4 here, Just after plus operand you are adding some null again. So
Okay.
this will be this will be coming here, right, in s2 null. So
Mm-hmm.
this is not a string, this is a keyword, right? So this keyword same as it is printed, and after that plus operand we have again null is there. So this null is also same as it is after plus operand, whatever is there same as it is printed. So both have null 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 null, right?
Okay. If
Here
if
it
if we don't put anything after plus, then it will become error.
where
So
in
before, if you put the before plus or after plus, it will work like as a string.
yes, yeah. So if you use as a here s2 s4, right, and if you put as a s4 as a ssop of system.out here
Hmm.
as a s4, right, right, or here you want to remove this, correct?
Yeah.
So if you run either s4 or s2 both is fine. So if you run here, in that case s1 has a null. So this is a null, s4 is null, s4 is null coming from where, s2. So s2 is null, right? So there is no issue, this null will be printed because null is a keyword. So just we are printing s2 value. But if you find the length, right,
Mm-hmm.
then we will have a null pointer exception because null is not a value. Null is not a value. In that cases we'll have a null pointer exception. But in a string we
Oh,
can
just for
add null.
length. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just for length. So in a string we can
Okay.
add null. So null is keyword. So if you put null, the same as it is, it will be printed null. But if you
Mm-hmm.
find the length, for that cases you won't be able to print. If you want find this length of s1, then that will be printed. Why? Because s1 is not a null, it's a string because in double quote.
Yeah.
So 4 will be there.
So
For s2,
just for length, it's matter for with it is a string or without quote or without like a string and with quote.
can you repeat once again?
I say if you want to know the length, then we have to put the null in the quotation, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, without quotation, it doesn't matter if we don't want to figure out the length.
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
doesn't matter, and that will be behave like a is a keyword. So null is a keyword which is available in a string. So this was a
Mm-hmm.
difference of null. Somewhere we seen this null, right? This is so like that we can compare, we can check the equals to check this inside this value is same or not. If same, then true. If not, then false will come. So see here, after s1 is abc, so this is a string, then we are putting s1 plus 10. So after this string, if you are doing concatenate, so same as it is will be printed. And then we have
Mm-hmm.
a 10 plus s1 is there. See the difference. Then we have a 20 plus 20 plus s1. And then we have s plus 10 plus 20. So what will be the difference here if you are declaring like that? So somewhere we have a requirement where we have to declare the string like this way. So what will happen, suppose if you are doing a declaration in this way? So s1 is abc, fine. S2 means this first output, line number 6, abc 10 will be printed, right?
Yeah.
Second 10 abc will be printed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Third, what will be the output, line number 8?
1020 S1, 1020 ABC,
Before this string,
ABC.
before this string, whatever the plus operator is there, that will be concatenate, means additions will happen. Either integer is there,
Mm-hmm.
so will be added. 10 plus 20 is 30. If null is there, the same will be printed, null, because addition of null plus null is null, like this, right? And after this will be same as it is. After this string, the value will same as it is. No addition will happen. Understand?
Okay.
So
So
if you
it's
are doing
number
here,
before string
yes,
it's added, right? Or
yes.
after. If
So
you
in
put 10 plus S1 plus 20, then that will as a count as a string.
10 plus s1 plus 20, yes. So that will be count as a same,
A
10
string.
plus 20 plus 10 plus s1 plus 20. So ABC 10, 20, what is this?
ABC 10.
So this one, if you have put it like this, we are commenting here. So by using double
Mm-hmm.
slash we can comment this. So now the output will have 10, right?
Yeah, 10 ABC 20. Yeah.
ABC and then 20.
But if you put like the second one, 10, 20, can you comment line number 7 and uncomment line number 8? So that output will be 30 plus S1, right?
Yes, third.
Because both number will added.
Yeah, in this case both number will be
Yes.
added. Before this string,
Yes.
whatever the things is there, that will be added. After the string, if you are doing concatenate, as it is, it will
Mm-hmm.
be printed.
Okay.
So if you see here, this Java concatenation uh, will have a, somewhere we see in Java concatenation, right? This one. So in Java we have a string concatenate. See here, plus symbols are there. I think that, so if you open here, we have a multiples methods are there in a string. So this is the part of Java string, right? So this is the Java string. If you open here, so we have a this string declare, and then inside that, see, we have caret is there. So these all are the methods which we are using on daily basis while we are writing any program or a business logic. So most of the method we are using caret, we are using compare to, we are using concatenate, we are using contains, we are using contains means we have to check, and with that we are not using equals, we are using equals, we seen, right? Dot equals. So
Mm-hmm.
dot
Yeah.
equals method we are every time we are adding this one. So once you open any service.impl file in Java, so that these all method we are using, index of we are using is empty, means whatever the password is empty or not. If empty means we will throw the error, password can't be empty, like that.
Mm.
So we need to check replace all and all, to lower to upper. So these all are the concept which we have to. So we have all the methods is there. So Java string method is there, that we can go through one by one. So we seen Java length method, right? Length method we seen, equals we seen, concatenate is there. S1 dot concatenate, which will be add by using to a string. So just if you want, you can refer this all method, but mostly we will cover all this method here, whatever is required. So these all are the method mostly in string we are using on daily basis. So if you will go here, line number L M, so inside this M, so this is some string is there. After this string 5 is there, right? So that will be printed as it is after this string declaration. So here we have not yet declared anything, just a double quote we put it as a string, so that is also applicable. So this is behave like a Lada, it's a string, and then 5 is there, so this 5 will be printed same as it is Lada 5. Then we have a 2, so this 2 will be printed, then 5, then Lada. And in this case 10 ABC is there, so ABC is a string, so 10 ABC and null is there, so this will be printed. And here 10 plus 20 is there, so 30 ABC will be there, and here Lara, but 10 plus 20, so this won't be applicable here, because after a string the same as it is it will be printed. So if you run this program here, what will be the output? Lara 5, right? First 2 Lara 5, 10 ABC null. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so here class M, and then we have a N, so inside this N we have a null, so S1 is a null. Now if you put S1 as a null plus null, what will happen? So if you put null plus null means this is a keyword, and then again we
Two
are
null will
doing
come.
two null keyword is there both. So this plus operators undefine this argument null null, undefined argument will be there in this case. So either
But
we
we are
have to,
using plus if this keyword becomes like a string. So two null will print.
no, this is a this two won't be print because both are null null here. So in this case either we'll have a something inside that this will be applicable or something. If you will get like this, then you have a compile time error, the plus operator is undefined, this argument type null and null. So S1 null plus null, in this case plus operator is undefined. Why? Because both are null only. So this is not a keyword if you put it in double quote here. So this is a string, so a string plus null, it's fine. Okay, we'll check here in the compiler.
So one is S1, then so
S1 is a null, right?
S1 null, right? Yeah. So null plus null, S1 plus null.
Yeah, S1 plus null. So here S1 will be there, S1 plus null. So this is fine, this is not an issue, null null will be there. SOP of S1 is a null null will be there. But if you put 2 times null, but that will be keyword, not a string. In that case what will happen? This is a null is a keyword plus keyword, not a string. So in this case what will happen? So for that we will have a error like a bad operands type of binary something as null plus null having error. So directly we can't add multiples null by using plus operator. And see this, what will be the output for this? If you understand all this concept, then what will be the output? S1 is null, right? This is null, this is not
Yeah.
a string keyword. Now S2 we are doing S1 plus null, so that is applicable, right?
Yeah.
S1 is a null and null.
Both null. Two time null.
Directly we can't add null plus null, but based on the reference we are using, so S1 as a null will assign and plus null, and S3 is null, this one plus we are doing S1. So based on the reference we can use 2 time null, but directly if you
Yeah.
put has null and null, then you will have a error. and S4 having ABC is a string, this is a string, plus null, so that will be same as it is, will be printed. Now S5 is S1, so S1 is a null keyword plus XYZ, so that is null plus XYZ will be printed. And X6 is a S1 plus S1, S1 means null, so here two time we are printing null, but based on the reference we will see, so that will be I think valid. And S7 is S1, so S1 is a null plus 2000, so 2000 as it is will be printed. Now S5 8 is 400, so 400 plus null, so this will be printed.
But we're not printing anything.
Yeah, we are
No
not printing,
ABC.
we are printing hello world. So if you will print this S1 and S2, so we can see this output here. So S1 S2 to S8. This one,
Mm-hmm.
leave it for this S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, S7, S8. If I am doing here, so what will be the output of this? So first is null, S1, right?
First is printed, I guess.
S1 is printed, right? Null.
Mhm.
And S2 have a null null. S3 have a null null, right? So if you direct
Yeah.
you print null null, then you will have a error sum. But based on the reference we are printing here.
Mm-hmm.
Now ABC null, then we have a null
Yeah.
XYZ. Then again S1 and S1 null null keyword. So based on the reference we are printing, so that's fine. It will be applicable. Then we have a null 2000 and this one. Now what we are printing here, null and null in S2. So see the difference here. In S2 null and null, not in S1. So in this S2 we have a compile time error, right, in S2. And what about S9, S10, S11? So null plus 10 is there in S9.
So why this error coming in S2? Because we can print, right? Based on the
No, two times
S9.
directly we can't use null null. So this is a bad operand will be there. Null plus null means no, some nothing value means no others value. Null is nothing. It's a operand. It's a keyword. So directly we are adding no value plus no value. So this operands will not allowed in Java. But based on the reference we can do. Why? Because of this will behave S1 is a reference of a string type.
Oh,
So
so
compiler
S1
do
plus S1. Hmm.
yeah, so compiler does not know like what is S1, either null is keyword is there or some string is there. So that is applicable here. Understand? So we can do S1 plus S1 also two times or even three times also we can do. Understand?
Yeah.
But directly we cannot add null plus null. Based on the reference we are putting. So compiler knows, oh, this S1 is a string type. Even he don't know either in this string they have not used a string, just a null keyword is there. So that's why we are putting multiple reference. So that is applicable. But once you put it as a null, so compiler won't be allowed two times because null is a reserved keyword, that is any of the value. So assign null value of an object implies this does not refer any object of the value in memory in this way. So this is the main reason. So that's why we are not able to do. What about this 9? If we use 9 in a string, if you use 9, so 9 is a null plus 10, so what will happen?
Come again?
What about S9?
Yeah, null plus 9.
Null plus 10 is there.
Null plus 10, yeah. So same will be print, right? Null plus number 10.
So in this case, null plus 10 we are doing. So that also won't be allowed. Why? Because of, see here, null plus reference we are using. Reference plus null we are using. Because null is nothing, of no value is there, right? And here we are trying plus operand as a 10. So this is not a string here. This is a keyword. After keyword, directly we cannot add this.
But
So if we
S3 we print.
S3, yeah. So S3 if we print, why? Because null plus S1 is there. So S1, compiler knows S1 is a string type. Based on the reference we are printing. If you print here as a some 10, right? So this also won't work. This also won't work. If you print S3 null plus 10, see here some error is coming. Bad operand type binary operators. Why? Because of S3 is a null which we initialize null as a keyword plus 10. So this 10 is there. So after null directly we can't add any integer value if we define a string variables. But based on the reference is not, is fine. Based on the reference is fine. If you put S1, so compiler knows like this is some string value is coming here. Even he don't know either null is coming or integer is coming or anything is coming. So that is applicable. So in that case what will happen? Null plus 10 is not applicable. So we'll have an error. Now what about S10? S10 is 90 is there. 90 plus null.
S10, this will be give error, because
Yeah,
there
this
are
will
many
also will
ones.
give error. Why? Because of 90 is an integer plus null is a keyword. So in string directly we cannot add this one. And even what about this 11? 11 also
11 we
having,
print 9 plus 8.
no, this
Number
is
we
also
print
having
9.
error. Number is there, but we are putting as a string and here we are printing
Oh,
integer type.
number.
So both are integers. It won't be allowed. Either we'll have some integers, strings also will be there. And this case we have a null, so that also not allowed, right? So we have a multiples error will come S9, S10, and see S11 we have a conversion issue, like integer cannot be converted as a string because both are integers only, and we are trying for this plus operand, but this is a string type, so it won't be applicable. So like that we have a multiples methods are there, and null we can check like how and when we use null and all. So this is a next program. So we have a string s equal to this space is there, white space. This is called white space inside this string. So abc xyz, three white spaces there. Now we are printing the length, so all the length will become white space also will be countable. So total 9 will be the s1 length. Now here see trim is the method is there in a string. So we shown you we have a multiples method which we are using on daily basis. So see here somewhere trim will be there. See this a string trim is there, right? So if you
Yeah.
open here, so what is the use of trim? So Java string class trim method eliminate leading or tailing a space. So this unique code value of a space characters is some slash u002. This stream this is from characters value. So this stream method in Java check this unique code value before and after this string. If it is exist, then method will remove the spaces and return this omitted string. Means it means like suppose if by using trim, if any we can remove this things like if we are using as a trim s1 dot length, so whatever the space will be there that will be removed here. So we'll see you the output. 99 s1 dot length whatever. Yeah, 99 will be there. So see here s1 dot trim. Just a minute. This trim method will remove that. So in this example, if you see here, have hello Java string s1 dot length. So this will be countable hello Java string, and then without trim. And after this, if you are doing see there, see s1 you have hello Java string is there, right? So inside that we have some white space are there. So if you find this length s1 dot length before trim, so we have a 22 is there. If you count this all including white space, so 22 is there, and this length s1 and what will be the s value. So hello Java string. Now we are doing string we declare string some reference s1. So s1 is this string, right? So this string using white space, so s1 dot trim method we are using. So this whatever the value will be there that will be assigned in this tr string. So now we are printing tr dot length. So the tr dot length is 17 is there, and the output is with trim is a hello Java world. Same output is there hello Java string, but this length is 17 only. Why?
White space is not adding.
Yeah, white space is not adding, and this is countable like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 22. So we have I think two white space here inside that. So this two white space is 22 was there right now. After white space remove, this is 17 is there. So trim mostly we use for this to remove the all the white spaces and all inside this string, but the output will be same here with and without a string s1 and tr. But if you find the length in that, spaces will be removed and this particular original length will be calculated of the characters. So see here in this example, if we see here, this is some issue is there inside also, sometime different 99 is there coming, 6 will be there, this one dot trim. So if we do s2, See the difference here.
They print both together, not like next line. Yeah.
Yeah, next line. There is some issue in this compiler only. So S1 having this length. So before this stream, S1 method was a 9, and after this stream, white space removed, and this 7 is there. So before, why it was not initialized? Because S1 we are printing. So S1 the same output was coming before, and we
This was
initialize. Yeah.
this is the good before one that was give the wrong answer.
Yes, yes. Before was a
This
wrong answer.
output is good.
Yes.
Yeah, because they it was the 19th or 22, so it have to 19, but it's saying 17. So before one. White space just two in the first and last, right? In the before one also. This is good, 9 and 7.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it's good. So if you see here, this will be the output for that. And here, if you see, we have a multiple trim methods are there. So in that case, we can go for this other compiler also. So in this S1 I have a ABC XYZ is there, and now we are doing S1 dot length. So this will be 9 will be there. Now here we the same way tried S1 S2 equal to S1 dot trim, and then S1 then S2 dot length they are trying. The same whatever we did here, the same way we are doing here. So what will be the output now? 997. Why? 9 is first one, S1, and then S2. S2 is 7, correct? And this is S1 again we are printing, so 99 is 7.
Mhm.
Now for this, the main method we have a string, this is the length, and then again we are doing S1. So this S1 we are doing, we are not creating any S2 string, and inside that only we are doing. So here we created a string S2, right? Right now I am not doing creating any string S2, just inside S1 only we are trying for this. S1 equal to S1 dot stream, and then we are printing again S1 dot length. So in that also it's fine, that will be applicable. Before the old one 9 was there, then we have initialized S1 equal to S1 dot trim, so S1 dot length is 7. Fine. Now this one, so this is S1 having some string, S2 having some string, S3 have S1 plus S2. So S1 is Java, Ja,
Mhm.
S2 is VA, so means addition of this will be happen. So what will be the value of S1? S4. So S1 dot concatenate is there. So concatenate we have concat method is there. So if you go here in this, the same we told, right? So this all method, can you go through that? I'll ping you this. So inside that we have a Java a string method is there. So here we seen concatenate is there, right? A string concatenate.
Mhm.
So if you open this concatenate method, so we have a this concatenate method is specified at the end of a string. It return combine string. It return combine string means it will add both string. So both string will be added here. So we are printing here this link. Just go through all the method which we have. So what will be the output for this? So we have addition. So S4 is S1 dot concate S2 means S4 is S1. S1 means
Yeah.
GA, and concate means S2 means GA VA will be printed. And what will be the
Both is
value
same.
of,
Yeah.
yeah, S3 also will have a same GA VA will be there. So either plus operator also we can do, or on concate method also we can do, right?
Yeah.
So so these all will be having once we have a requirement in our project. In that cases we can go for this plus operand, concatenate, or anything. Depends on the requirement, we will use a string method. So in Java mostly we are using many string method, but these all are the common which I have given. So in both cases we'll have a Java will be output. One is by using plus operand, other is by using concat method.
So both is the same. Which one you want to use it.
Yes, yes. But once you will use in your project, you will know the difference somewhere,
Mhm.
when to use concat, when to use this, so you will get a difference and all. So we have a main method. So inside this main method, directly what they are doing, s1 abc is there some, and then concat xyz they are adding, and what they are doing, whatever the value is there, abc xyz will come inside this s1. Again they are concatenating hello word, hello. So this will be
Yeah.
abc xyz hello.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm.
So here we have a string s1 and then s1, then s1 dot concatenate xyz. So here output will be abc xyz. Correct. You see here abc abc.
Where's the XYZ? Someone put the XYZ.
For program what we did here, this u and t. So in this t what we did here, so s1
It's
dot concat hello we printed, right? So s1 has this
yeah.
one. Now in this program what we are doing here, in this u, just s1 dot concat is there. So this is not inside this sop. So sop is s1, so s1 will coming from here only. So if you print this line two times, and if you print here s1 dot concat, so this will come as a, see the difference here. Now what will be the output inside this s1 as a abc, this is a abc abc, and then s2. See this s1 is referring first one only. Why? Because concat, we are either we have to assign some value, we have to create some other string, or we have to put in this sop only. Understand?
Yeah.
If you do here a string s2 equal to, then that will be fine. If you print here s2, so that will fine, xyz abc xyz will come. In this case abc xyz will come. But what you have, just you declare s1 dot concat, but you are not printing in sop, and after that you are printing s1. So this will behave the first string only, this abc only. In that case compiler
Yeah.
will look that one only. So u, and then we have a v class. So inside v class this is abc, and then here we are printing s1, fine. And then in s2, string s2 is there. See, we define s2. Now we are doing a string concat. So this concat will, what will happen, abc xyz will come, and s1 is a abc will be there, and s2 is a abc xyz is there, right? The same we already tried here. Sometimes is compiler having issue, so that's why abc abc and abc xyz. Correct.
Yeah.
Now we have a this method. So inside this method what we have, concat is there. So s1 is abc. Now we have printed as a s1 abc. Now what we are doing, inside this s1 only, s1 based on this reference we are assigning same value, so that is also fine. Now s1 value will be abc xyz will be there, because inside this s1 we are referring that s1 equal to s1 dot concat xyz, that is also fine. If you are not using s1 equal to x s1, then the abc will be printed in this case if you are not doing this. So s1 will refer abc only. abc. Now we have a main method. So inside the main method, string s1 equal to this is there. Then we have find the length. So length will be 9 because white space will be countable. Then what we are doing, trim we are doing. So trim white space will be removed by using length trim method. So if you want, you can go for the theoretical part from this link which I share. What is trim method and all, what is length method and all. So this trim will be printed, and then again what we are doing, s1 dot length. So s1 dot length, so will be printed the same one, this one only I think. And in this line number 9, s1 dot trim dot length we are printing. So this trim method will be called. For this first two, SOP will have same, and second last one, SOP trim will work. So the 9, 9 and 7, why? Because of s1 dot length will come from here, and here again we are doing s1 dot length, we are coming from here. Either you have to assign s1 equal to here, s1 equal to s1 dot length, or you have to do string s1, string s2 like this way, or you have to put the same s1 dot trim length in SOP. Then it will print the trim value. Correct?
Yeah.
So this one is completed. Now we have a, so this is string abc, here caret is there. So this is new method is there. So we have to check what is caret. So what is the caret first? So inside this we have, see, the first method is caret. So once you open here, so this method is the index number start from 0 and get is n minus 1. Caret will be start from 0 and n minus 1, where n is the length of a string. So suppose your length of a string is 5, so which will be a start from 0 to 4 n minus 1, and it return a string index out of bound exception if you will go for the more than 4 value, because a length of a string is 5, so which will be counted from 0 to n minus 1, and if you have trying for more than of that, then you will get some out of bound exception. So what is caret? So Java string class caret method return a char value of the given index number. So what is the char value? We have to check here. So see here, s1 is a string, right? A string have abc xyz is there. So we are putting s1 dot caret, so 2. So this 2 means index value. Whatever the index value, for that char value will be printed. So starting from index is 0 to n minus 1, means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total length is 2, 6. Total length is 6, but which will be a start from 0 to 5, 0 to 5. And we need to check what is the char which is available from 2. Caret. So we have a s1 dot caret 2 means 0, 1, 2. C will be the output for this. And for that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. X will be the output. So if you run this program, so caret will define this exact value for this particular characters, which will be a start from. See, 2 means this will be 0, 1, 2, right? C will be printed. 4 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y will be printed. So this is the use of caret method. Here we have a string, and inside that we are putting s1 dot caret 0. 0 means a will be printed, because this caret will find this index, and which will be a start from n 0 to n minus 1. So we need to find this index of 0 value. So 0 value of index characters we need to print. So caret means character we need to print. So a will be printed. Now we are assigning here char c1. Just we created char means characters type. Char c1 s1 dot caret 3. So caret 3 means s1 string is there. So based on the reference we need to find caret 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. X will be there. So this X. So now ch is the character type c1. So here X value will be there. If you are printing C1 means characters x will be printed here. Now again we have a s1 dot char at 20 is there. So 20 is not a size in this s1, right? We have a 0 1 2 3 4 5 total 6 sizes available. If you are printing 20, in this case what will happen, index of bound out of index, whatever we seen here, index of bound exception will come. If you put it like a string, index of bound exception will come in that, because 20 is not available. 20 is not available. So if you run this program here inside the compiler, see we are getting some index of bound exception, right? Why? Because of 20 is not available and we are putting this one. So if you comment this one, then we have a, see, ax done. A means 0 value as a 3 value means x. So we are putting this value as a character. Ch we define. Char means char type. C1 is there. So C1 will be x will be printed and done. So like that we completed all this section 1, and in section 2 just 1 or 3 Javas is there. So just you can go through this. These all have index of is there. So this is a index of, and this is also index of, and this is also related for index of. So first we have to check what is index of in Java. So whatever we are using in our program, that method we consider. If you want, you can go for all this methods. So only I think 10 to 14 method is there inside that. So here see, index of is also there. So mostly we are using index of, equals, char at, concatenate, and length. So these things, empty, null, we are using. So whatever method we are using, that we cover. If you want, you can go others also, but all are important. So here we will consider index of. So in this index of, this is the index of Java string. Class index of method is used to find the position of first occurrence, specified characters or a string. So that will find the occurrence, like what type of positions is there, where it will be available inside this string. So if you see here, a string s1 is there, and in that we are putting s1 index of a. So means a where is available. So a is starting from, first index of will check this a. So we have a 0 1 2 3 4 is a indexing they have, first they will create. Index of means indexing they will create, which is a start from 0 to n minus 1. And if you are checking a index, for a where is available, a characters, so first it will check from the starting. If he will able to find, then the index of value will be printed. So a is starting from 0, so here 0 will be printed. Now we are checking here a and 4. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4. So index of JS1, index of a comma 4. So this is a 4. Size of j is 6 here. 0 1 2 3 4. And here k is there. So this k is from, k is not available here. C is there. So C is that. C, yeah, C this one. So C this starting from 6. So this will be there. So see here, this, what is this one? So we have a index of, suppose if we are checking a1, so this starting from 0 it will be counted. So whatever the first value will be there, that index value will be printed. But in this case we have a characters and some numbers is there. So in that cases we have to check what is two parameters inside this index of. So in this index of, two parameters will denote something. One is the positions, like from where to start and found the index. So somewhere it will be there in this index. We will show you this. So this one means we need to find the a characters and starting from 4, not from starting here. So we need to check 0 1 2 3 4. So from here whatever the first characters will come a, that we have to print the index. So first position of a is coming from after 4 6 line, so this will be printed. Now here we are showing the c. So C index which is coming from 0 1 2, so this 2 will be printed. Now again we are showing here C index and the position start from 6 1. So after this 6 we have to find where index of C is coming. So C is coming from this last line 8. So 8 positions will be the output here. Like that we have a indexing will be there. If you want you can go for this B and C just for the practice purpose. So we have a two way. Directly we can add the characters in the single quote, and we need to find this index value, where is this value is available. And second way we have to find this numbers here. So based on this numbers it will be count after the first value where this characters is available. For this line 4, so this is starting from index 4, we have to count 0 1 2 3 4. After onwards we have to count where a is available, first priority. So a is available inside this 6 index of, so 6 index will be printed. Understand?
Yes.
So you can go for this these all program. So almost I have completed string related common method. If you want you can go for others also, just for the review, just for the practice purpose you can go. Examples also will be there, if you want you can see here. So in Java string these all are there. Mostly I covered caret, concat, contains, equals, and index of, length, empty, and nulls. To string also you can see, and trim also I covered. Caret and so tomorrow we will complete thread. Is a new topic again. So this will be completed thread. So thread or wrapper class. So you asked yesterday wrapper class, right? So this is the wrapper class. Yesterday I seen you shown you that what is wrapper class. So like that we can create a wrapper class. Before integer was there, right? So integer is a data type which is not a fully object oriented. So if you want to create a wrapper, if you want to create a class as a fully object oriented programming, in that cases mostly we will use a wrapper class. So this wrapper class will have a integers, will be as a integers, characters will have a characters, float will have a float, doubles will have a double, like not like this. So we need to create an object, and based on that we will call. So this wrapper class will be created. So tomorrow we will complete either thread or wrapper class part, and after that we have an object. So object class we will complete, and then our core Java concept will complete almost. Okay then. Thank you. Tomorrow we will complete this wrappers or thread anything. Any other doubt?
Okay. No.
Okay then. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye all.
Bye.